Charlene, and I have Termaine here from Neuromind AI. How you doing, Termaine?
Great, Charlene. How are you?
Yes, yes, doing great, doing great.
We're finally
So,
we're finally back. We're finally back on, and it's been it's a crazy day. Let's see, my phone's going crazy. Let me turn it off. But the market is healthy. Siren has a
uh-huh.
lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. So does VentureMind and NeuroMind. So we're just I'm here to explain a little bit more, tell you more about myself. If you don't know who I am, what we're launching today, and the whole nine.
That's so awesome. So yeah, would love to hear if you can explain more. Yeah, exactly like you said about yourself and the whole project. Kind of break it down to people so they understand what it is that you're building and
Yeah,
what are you
absolutely.
doing.
Absolutely. So if
Yeah.
you don't know, my name is Jermaine Anagwam. I'm the founder, CEO of VentureMind AI Venture Studios, also the NeuroMind Labs platform. So a little bit about myself. I'm sure you guys may have seen me on Siren AI a couple times with some different projects that we launched. So, but let's take it back a little bit. I started in this space in 2016. I was a front end developer for the Bitcoin private project. I think we were probably no, we probably weren't the first ones, but this is like during the whole ICO era, Monero and things like that. So we were taking Z Classic or the Z Snarks and integrating it with Bitcoin. So that was a great project. I think Ray was the founder for that one. So that was 2016, 2017. Fast forward 2019, 2020, worked with Juicebox Protocol. This is when everyone was raising funds via DAO,
Hmm.
and Moon DAO and Consensus DAO, all these crazy DAOs that came out during that time. Well, they needed governance, they needed voting, and Consensus was very new. People still building on layer one for Ethereum, and so I helped build that out and design that on the front end as well. Fast forward to 2022, 2023, and 2024. 2022 is when I started building VentureMind AI. We started out as an AI and robotics company, um, applied to some YC Combinators on the Web 2 side. And so it was mostly a Web 2 project. We came over to the Web 3 side in 2024. In 2024, we were chosen out of thousands of projects. We were the top 10 chosen for the Seedify incubator. If you don't know Seedify is a large launch pad in the space. And we went through their whole incubation period, 12 to 16 weeks of incubation, getting VC ready and launch ready. Till this day, the most successful launch on Seedify. So that and start building more from that aspect of VentureMind. We had over 150 AI agents and tools. We're known for our AI agent that lets you host spaces on X. If you can check back on the VentureMind page, you'll see Crypto Haji and a couple other characters that we brought to
I
spaces
remember
where,
that one.
yeah, yeah, it was really funny, really cool. Speaking multiple languages, and what it did was it broke the barrier to entry when it came to hosting the spaces by yourself or just getting started. So we never launched that agent. It was literally just a tool, right? It was literally just a tool for you to check out. And for over a year and some change, that's kind of how we had it. We do have our venture token and so on and so forth. So what's happened now is we've kind of evolved. VentureMind is a portfolio company now. We're an incubator ourselves. And under the VentureMind banner, we have launched different projects, right? And we've even partnered up with Siren AI to kind of launch those projects because, we came across the same thing that Siren came across in the beginning was when you're wanting to launch something, trying to get with launch pads or different incubators or different people in the space or they have these large upfront fees, ridiculous fees. It's not founder friendly, and
Absolutely.
there had to be a different way. There had to be another way. And so when we saw what they were doing with the fair launch, I'm like, okay, this is perfect because any project that wants to be incubated by VentureMind, or if we're building in-house our own projects, we wanted a fair launch. We don't want back-end allocations and private deals and KOLs that are, getting private allocation and stuff like that. We wanted it fair. And so this is why you kind of see me a lot with Siren and launching the different projects that we do, because VentureMind is an incubator right now, right? And so Venture Studios, which is really cool, is we have our own in-house build team, right? As far as developers, internal team, social media team, graphics designers, videographers, and so on and so forth. I believe we can build faster than anyone else. We've even applied to the Solana Hackathon, where we're going to be putting out some even more projects for the hackathon itself and provide some solutions for that. So we're an all-in-one type of company. So VentureMind, think of VentureMind as the overall conglomerate of the incubator. Venture Studios is our dev house, if you want to call it that. And now what we're doing today is we're showcasing the first AI agent that's going to be launching on NeuroMind. Since VentureMind is a incubator now, we've moved all the tools, all the agents, everything off of VentureMind and created our new lab called NeuroMind AI, right? And so NeuroMind AI will have over 100 agents that we're going to be launching from that platform specifically. We'll even be adding features to where you can build and launch your own agents. And if you want to launch it through Siren AI, you can do that as well. Or you don't have to. You can just build it and kind of release it. Up to you. But that's what NeuroMind Labs is a platform full of AI agents, their own ecosystems, their own tokens, their own platform, their own roadmap, and so on and so forth. Because what we're showing you now is the gate to build is gone, right? That's not a thing anymore. And so, especially with AI, that's kind of been mixed up in the scene now, right? Depending on different developers and so on and so forth, you don't have to do that anymore, right? You can literally get out there and build some great. If you have a great idea, it's you can build a community around it. You're solving something. You're bringing a solution to something. You're adding value to something. Then then go and build it. Go do it. You know, there is no entry saying that you can't do it. Right now, if you're releasing and get in where you fit in, you're doing memes, cool. Go do your memes. If you're doing layer 1, layer 2, go do it. If you're AI and RWAs, go do it. Sitting around and not being able to build, if you have a great idea and you really want to get into this, should be blasphemy, right? So that's kind of what we're showcasing, is that the ability to build fast, the ability to present the product before the hype, a working product before the hype, is something that we specialize in. And so we want to bring that to the community. We have a great partnership with Siren AI, and that's kind of what we're doing right now.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So, so we've seen you here on this stream. So, can you also tell a little bit about the larger team that you have for this?
Yeah. So, all right. So we have a full in-house team. So myself, I'm a full stack developer, front end, back end, UI, UX. I try database. I try to do it all when it comes to the builds. I'm gonna prove that probably no one can build faster than I can and build better than I can. I'm just here to talk a little bit of trash and prove that. But we also have our internal team for social media, for our graphics, for our videos that we put out, for our Telegram, for our Discord, for X, and so on and so on. And, you know, our full out marketing team as well, right? And so those guys really push behind the scenes. I jump in front of the camera, explain what the product is, explain what the project is, and then you, as the user or the investor or the community, you decide if you want to participate or not.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
So, so today's launch is for this agent, right?
Yep. Yeah, last time we showed Monday we had a live stream with Tony, and we showed the ARB agent. We can jump into it in a second.
Yeah.
And so basically it's arbitrage, right? And if you guys don't know what arbitrage is, it's very simple. You find a token that is lower on one exchange and higher on the other exchange. You buy it on the lower exchange and you sell it on the higher exchange. Easier said than done, right? Because everything is fully automated now. Trying to do it manually is almost impossible with the amount of MEV bots that are out there. So we're bringing a solution for that.
Okay, that's great. So maybe you can go ahead and show.
Yeah, let me share screen.
Yeah.
All right. So as you see, this is our NeuroMind AI site. You can check it out, www.neuromindlabs.ai. this is kind of where all of our agents are going to sit. It's a beautiful site, designed it myself, built it myself. It was a heavy lift, but we never sleep. We don't, we never stop working. And so you can check it out. You can go to we have a full docs page, our media page. So any live stream that we do, even with Siren AI or on our own live streams that we do every single Friday, we'll be posting them here on the media side. Also, of course, we launched a Neuro token with Siren December 2nd of last year, and that one bonded, and it's been going great, right? And so you can check out the token, the utility of the token, if you're a token holder, what you actually get, and so the kind of overall spectrum for the Neuromind site. So you can go down here, it tells you a little bit more, and tokenomics, token price, what Solana is and things like that. You guys can check this out for yourself. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to press Explore Agents. And this is kind of where all of our agents sit. Now, since we had over 150 agents and tools on the VentureMind that we're migrating over, it takes some time to build out the full front end for those because we're migrating them off of that site. The back end's already there, but we have to rebuild the dashboards and full front end for every single agent that we push over. So bear with me as I've only migrated like 15 to 20 over out of the 150. So I still have some work to do. But you can check out a lot of these agents here. Here's a Spaces agent that you guys are super familiar with. And these are kind of self-explanatory. You can check it out. But today we're talking about the Arbitrage Scanner agent. So you'll click there. So from here, this tells you some of the features of what it does, right? So all it does is it spots different index spreads on Solana dexes, right? Meteora, Orca, Radium, SoFi, things like that, right? It spots those price discrepancies, and then it gives you the ability to actually execute that trade if that's something you want to execute, right? And so you jump on here, you see how it works. What the ARP token is, what the utility of the ARP token is for buying credits. It opens the scanners, you can trade and profit. But so with the ARP token, the cool thing about it is what it does is it gives you the ability to purchase these credits, or you can purchase in Solana. It's completely up to you. We kind of give you that option. But what the credits does is it unlocks a lot of the features that are inside of the dashboard, and I'll show you those features in just a second. But that is just the some of the great utility when it comes to the ARP token, because when you think about utility and why a token for each agent, why not just one overall token and so on and so forth. Each agent has its own story. Each agent is completely different. This arbitrage agent has nothing to do with a Spaces agent, because with arbitrage agent you can make profit with it. Spaces agent is more so on the social media side and influencer side, so you have to be a bit more creative in order to earn from that, meaning that you have to use your creative design, your mind, your ideas to say, hey, maybe I'll charge someone to do a Spaces with my agent and we can talk about their project on X or something like that, right? Like you have to put forth a little bit more effort with an agent like that, or the girlfriend agent and all these other crazy things, right? So they should each have their own ecosystem when it comes to how you utilize the agents, right? And so this can kind of go through the weekly pass, monthly pass, but also holder benefits. Why should I hold a token? Why not, when I buy the token, to not sell it immediately or so on and so forth? And when it comes to projects in Web3, and you guys got to listen for a second, there will always be people inside of a community that only wants to trade. That's what they want to do. That's all they want to do. They want to participate in a curve bond. They want to participate after it bonds and migrates. They want to, make some profits and so on and so forth. These are traders. And as a founder, you have to accept that. It is what it is, right? And that's part of the ecosystem. People want to trade. Let them trade. It's good. It's good. It's good for the system. But also, you have people that want to hold. They want airdrops. They want staking. They want different aspects of what a holder, what benefits me as a holder. And some people just like the tech. They want to use the token to actually utilize the tech because they see some benefit around it by actually holding that token or using the token as a payment settlement to get access to the tech. And so you'll have different type of people inside of your community, and you have to embrace all of that and give them all an option when it comes to how you launch your project and your token, right? So this is what it is. It shows some different holder benefits of holding the ARB token. And then of course, every single agent, every single token has to have its own roadmap. So what happens after you launch? What are additional features that you as a founder are going to bring into your project after you launch that project, right? Or are you giving them one big bang and then boom, that's it, it's fully automated, right? And so this kind of just breaks down what happens per quarter. And that should be a standard for all founders, is that, hey, this is what we built so far. We hope you like it. We're going to launch. We have more capital to expand and scale now, right? And now this is what we're going to be attacking for those quarters. You may go ahead of that roadmap, or you may fall behind on that roadmap, but at least you have it there for the community to somehow keep you accountable, whether it's in a good way or a bad way. You got to suck it up and take it as a founder, you know, when you put it out there. So make sure that you, this is why we have our roadmap for each agent and so on and so forth, right? And since last stream, and we'll jump into the dashboard and open it up right here. We'll jump and I'll sign in for a second. Last stream, all we had was strictly, you would see the arbitrage opportunities, and then it would take you to the DEX for you to place that trade. We found out that was too slow. That was Monday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah. We've now built in a full one-click trade execution agent. And then post-launch, we're going to have a fully automated AI agent that just runs 24/7. It finds these trades, makes them for you, and it's strictly arbitrage. It's not market making. It's not trading and hoping the price goes up or something like that. Strictly arbitrage opportunities. That run 24 hours a day. And all it does is kind of burns credits. So if you wanted to continue running, then you just purchase more credits. And that's kind of the revenue model that we have for this agent. So from here, let's talk about this for a second. So it says I have inefficient credits, I'm sure. But let me get some credits. So what I would do is I would press buy here. And of course, you could see you could pay in Sol, and this will give you a certain amount of credits. And then, of course, ARB, you can't use it yet. We have not launched. But my wallet is here. I'm just going to sign in real quick.
So one question I have is like, you can also use Sol. So what is the advantage of using ARB over Sol?
Yeah, so if you use ARB, you get a much bigger discount on your credits.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
So some people like to hang on to their Sol. Sol was just, I think, at 130. Now it's at 147. So they might not want to use their Sol for the credit. So let's use some ARBs and I get a discount. Let me put in my password really quick. And then I'll show you the credits.
And when will ARB be integrated here? Is that gonna? I guess it's gonna happen pretty soon with your speed of.
Yes. yes. So in order for ARB to be integrated, you need the CA, you need the the contract and everything else. Once we launch tomorrow, the ARB will be able to be integrated into it, and you'll be able to use it, right? So we want to make sure the CA is there, and then launch it and be. So we're verified now. All right, good to go. So I gave myself 945 credits, just to kind of show these different things. So right now there's 52 arbitrage opportunities. And so what happens is you see this auto button here. If you click it, or right now, if you leave it right now, it scans the market every, call it 1 minute, right? If you click it here, it's live. So what now is just scanning for these different opportunities. And so this is 25 credits, press your credits here. And then now you unlock a lot of these arbitrage opportunities. So kind of how it works. You see the spread here is 1.79% if you were to try to make this trade, but live, you would lose money on this trade. And that's just kind of how fast it is. So what arbitrage is that, let's see, ST Sol, you could buy it on Orca for 175, and then you could sell it on Meteor for 179. But what a lot of arbitrage tools won't protect you from and won't tell you are the fees. Every single time, if you have Sol in your wallet, we call it the 3-leg system. So you have Sol, you buy the token, it trades into USDC, and then it sells back into Sol. So the three-leg system, and that's kind of how an arbitrage trade works. Is you want your Sol back plus profit, right? You don't want your Sol back plus profit in that particular token. You want it back into your Sol. So what happens is how I see arbitrage and how I look at pools and just, I've built market making bots and agents and volume and all this other stuff like that. So I have a great understanding of how everything works on the back end. Is anything that you see high risk is because of the liquidity pool. So if I look at the liquidity pool and it says it has 63.8K, I know that's not a lot of liquidity for ST Sol, right? So we're going to put up as high risk. Anything under 200K liquidity and you're trying to do arbitrage in it is a risk to me, just because you can get caught in something that doesn't have a lot of liquidity, but its trading volume is high from another pool. Dex Screener kind of does stuff like that to kind of, and people try to do that to like make their token trend higher than others. Is you create a separate pool and do a lot of volume on it, and it kind of shows this liquidity, but it's not really there. So we kind of protect traders for that. The next thing is when it comes to honeypots. If you guys don't know what a honeypot is, it's strictly a smart contract set up on a token to where you buy that token, but it will never let you allow to sell. So now you're kind of stuck in honey. So what these developers do is they build these smart contracts, and people are just buying in, putting their Sol in, and you can never retrieve it or sell that token. They take those tokens, drain liquidity pool, and then you're done. So we protect traders from honeypots. You don't even see honeypot opportunities here. That's garbage. We throw that out. If it has low liquidity, then we put it in there, right? And we'll show you. And then of course, every pool has fees. And it's okay to have fees, trading fees, whatever the case may be, but that needs to be calculated into the spread. So I know that if I were to place this trade, I would lose on it, minus 0.12%. Other tools wouldn't do that. They'll let you make the trade, right? Even with the Helix RPC on the back end, they'll let you make the trade speed just like that. And you're wondering like why you're losing money. And so, so now you could just scan all this. So you see high liquidity, right? You see the pool side, liquidity side, 563K, but the spread is about 0.953%, right? It's not that big. So we have our spread guide here, and this is kind of where you want to be. So if you see a spread that's like above that 1.5% with high liquidity, because this one has medium liquidity, then that's probably a good trade that you can that'll probably go through and that you can make. And so watching the charts is great. You know what I mean? People are going to get on this thing and watch the charts and try to make the spread and everything like that. But to up it up a notch, that's why we're going to add the fully automated agent bot to where it just does it for you automatically, right? That way you can just kind of sleep and print. It's not big spreads. These aren't crazy gains, but every little bit helps. And so what we recommend is people connect a fresh wallet, maybe put half a Sol in there, 0.32 Sol or something. And once the agent is fully automated, let it run, right? Buy enough credits, let it run, and check it back at the end of the week or the end of the day and see if it was able to make some good trades for you. But let me show you a couple of more features we have on here. So right now,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I was just interested in like, do you have any docs where you kind of like explain anything about like how, what are the conditions, like how this?
Yeah. We like to be super transparent. So if you go to our docs page on Neuromind Labs, where the landing page we were just on, click on docs, you'll click on the ARB agent, it'll fully explain everything. So we're big on docs, README files and stuff like that. It'll fully explain everything. If you have any other questions, here's our AI agent. You can start a chat with, and you can ask it right then and there everything it has. So we have a fully built-in RAG system and a knowledge base. So you don't have to go to the docs. You're too lazy to go to the docs and read. Fine. You can talk to our agent live. If you have a ticket that needs to be escalated, then just ask for an admin. It's gonna send me an alert on my phone, almost like a text message, and
Yeah,
then I'll be able to talk to people directly from there. But I'll probably filter that towards the team a little bit, as I don't want people blowing me up. But you can easily reach out and to an admin, and they can help you on anything that you have when it comes to that. So we wanted to make sure we had this little helpful agent here.
great. Okay, so yeah, please continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so with the Telegram alerts, it's cool because all you have to do is you'll click there, connect your Telegram, and it'll connect to our Telegram bot on TG. And what you'll do is you'll set an alert. Each alert is 5 credits. So if you set up your alert here, basically what this does is say, for instance, there is an arbitrage opportunity, and it's like, listen, I don't get out of bed unless there's a 2 or 3% arbitrage opportunity, and I'll go and make the trade or whatever. Then you set that threshold, right? You can set it to whatever you want. You create that alert anytime that there's an opportunity spotted. And remember, arbitrage is 24 hours a day, 24/7, and never stops. So you might get a ping at 3 o'clock in the morning, your time. We want to put it to where you get a ping and ask, do you want to make this trade? And you can do it inside of the Telegram. But also, if your AI agent is running and it's fully automated and it's kind of making these trades, it just sends you alert. Hey, this trade was made, you made X amount. Hey, this trade was made, you made X amount, or something like that. Anytime it makes a successful trade on an arbitrage opportunity, it just sends you an alert on Telegram. And I think that's what we want to set up when we do run that agent.
Great.
Now,
yeah.
another cool thing with the ARB as ARB holders is we're going to be running our own ARB agents as a platform, right? So as we start running these agents, if you're a holder of the ARB token, we'll be doing those payouts on a weekly basis. So at the end of the week, we'll run it from Monday to Sunday. At the end of the week, we'll do a settlement, and then a portion of those profits will be distributed to ARB holders. So we're going to be running our own agents. We're going to be, of course, we cannot take advantage of this opportunity, right? So we're going to be running our own agents and keeping them running, right? And so we have the tech to do it. That's what we're going to do. But if you're a holder of the ARB token, you'll have weekly payouts of a certain percentage of that profit that we earn with our own bots, as opposed to the ones that you run. You can run your own and use those credits and burn through those credits, or you can just hold a token, and then we'll have those weekly payouts that go to the ARB holders.
That's really great.
Yeah.
So how much like should you said that people can spend something like half a soul to get started or something, and what?
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, listen, it varies. I mean, it doesn't even have to be half a soul.
Here you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have it here. So
yeah.
it could be 0.1 soul, right? And so what happens is that, like, we always recommend people start with a fresh wallet, start with a small amount of soul, and then just go from there to make the trades. As long as you have enough to cover your gas fees and stuff like that, you're completely fine, right? Start easy. Don't ape in. Don't connect it to a main wallet that has 10 soul and all this other stuff. Start small and then build from there, right? These aren't crazy spreads. And I think what confuses people a lot when it comes to arbitrage is that the spreads are so small, 1% here, 2% there, that everyone knows that professional MEV bots and arbitrage bots have heavy capital, 1,000 soul, 5,000 soul, 10,000 soul. And so earning 1% or 2% or 3% on 0.1 soul versus 10,000 soul is a huge difference. And so that's why the opportunities are so much better for heavy capital. What we're saying is you can still earn those percentages. It's not going to be a crazy amount like heavy capital, but it's something, right? And this is just something I built for the DGens because people are always looking for leverage opportunities, latency and timing, getting in and getting out, that sort of leverage that traders like and DGens like, and not wanting to think about it, right? And so those tools you have tools out there, but they're far and few and in between, and people charge a heavy amount of it for it up front. With us, we're telling you, hey, get some credits, use it at your own will, and then when we do have the AI agents out there, you can just use those credits to burn through them, and then you can have it automated. We don't take a fee on any trade. That's another thing with different platforms is that fee executes, the platform gets a fee. off of that trade. We don't do that. You're already buying ARB or SOL, right? So there's no reason for us to take fees on the back end. So that's something that we don't have built in, or we're never going to have built in when it comes to the trades as well.
Great. Yeah, this is another.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks very interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, listen,
Agent.
it's always updating. There's 78 opportunities right now, so I'm just scanning. I've made a couple trades myself. Like I know, all right. So this right here, this spread is low. I know this is it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make this trade. So it reads my wallet. I got 0.3 SOL in there, right? And this is atomic mode. So this is we got a jitter off, as well, for to front run MEV bots and MEV protection and stuff like that, because these MEV bots are ridiculous. So I know this is not going to do a trade. Boom. See, estimated return would have been this. So it didn't charge me any credits for the trade. And it didn't allow me to do the trade because it knew I would have lost money. Now others will let you do the trade. You'll be like, yeah, the trade went through, and then you look in your wallet and you're like, the loss is so small, though. It's so small that you probably wouldn't even notice it. And he's like, oh, the trade went through. I'm like, no, you lost money, man.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
When you're in this live view, like, can you, like, does that burn your credits or anything, or can you just kind of hang
No, yeah. So that's a great question. We had it at first where if you were to leave this page, right? Let's just turn this light for a second. If you were to leave this page and then come back, you would have to pay 25 more credits to see the live view again. Once you pay the 25 credits, you can always see the live view. So that's just because you're using credits. You're going to be using credits for other things, for that automation of the AI agent. If the trade goes through, then it's 15 credits or something like that. For the Telegram, it's 5 credits. So you're already burning through credits. We don't want you, once you have that first 25 credits and you use it, you can always see the ARB opportunities. You can always see them.
Great.
We didn't want to nickel and dime you like that.
That's great. So one-time payment, and that's
for the 25 credits, and that's nothing, right? Because you get a couple of credits, and we didn't want to do you like that. You would burn through so much credits. People leave and come back, and the session ends, and they leave and come back, and we didn't want to do that to traders. So just one less thing to worry about.
Yeah, that's nice. Good to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It's a great way if you're ever looking to see what's out there. Oh, and the last thing, if you have a custom contract address, right, or something that's not popping up on the ARB opportunity, you can put in the CA here and you'll scan it. It'll charge you 10 credits to do the scan, but it'll detect the arbitrage opportunity for that particular token. So
that's really useful as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we have some ways of how it works, spread guide, understand the trade routes, hops versus legs, like real transparent on the information. If you're not familiar with arbitrage, do a little bit of research. If you don't play around in the field, it's not hard, but we're just trying to make it easy, one-click trades and execution and automation. So it's not a heavy learning curve, but do some research on it if you're not familiar.
Yeah. Great. So when do you expect this automation to be ready?
So we're launching today, and so we never stop building, right? So we'll have the agent probably ready to go next week. That's how fast we do it, right? But we want a successful launch for our first agent of 2026. This is the very first agent launch for 2026. So we're ecstatic about it. We're psyched about it. And that's why we wanted to build something that people want to use. I think people will get tired of certain agents that don't bring them something, right? This is Web3. So if you want something for something, I want something for something. Right. And so if people aren't using it and they're not gaining from it from somewhere, it'll be hyped for a little bit and then they'll forget about it, right? And so we want to continue to kind of provide some sort of value when it comes to agents. And listen, we're not even stopping there. Even a lot of the agents we have coming out for Kalshi and Polymarket and Spaces is another prediction market that's coming out on Solana, and we're going to do some stuff for that. So any way to for people to make some gains, because it's kind of like a lot of take me right now. In Web3, we're going to try to see if we can solve that problem, solve that solution. But also we're going to have some fun stuff where you know, especially with the Riz agent, AI girlfriend, Spaces agent, you know,
Yeah.
we can pretty much build anything. So, you know, we're gonna play around with it, talk with the team, see what people like, see what's trending, and try
Yeah.
to build a solution off of that.
Amazing. And so, is there like, are you able to customize this agent for yourself, or is it like?
Not yet, not yet, not yet. It's pretty standard. It's
Mhm.
strictly one click trade. You can actually
Yeah.
see, you know, 3-leg. It'll tell you more about it live. It could take you to the DEX of this actual pair, anything like that, but
Yeah.
not customizable yet. I think
Except you can search for your token, the token that you want, that you can do.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
right. And so, but when it comes to the automation for the agent, adding some customizable stuff in there, it's cool. It's when you do stuff like that, it's a bigger build. I think the first
Hmm.
model that we come out with is strictly going to be, hey, this is the threshold. There's no losses that we take. If the loss is guaranteed and the fees, we don't make the trade. Tight, strict rules for the agent, because we don't want people to spin these things up and then, you know, they look at their wallet and there's nothing in there anymore because the agent was making these weird, you know, arbitrage opportunities that they weren't supposed to, right? So I think the first model that comes out with the agent, you know, we wanted very strict and kind of going after things like, you know, 2.5%, 3% up spreads, you know, which are rare, but, you know, at least you'll have the speed and not have to watch the chart and try to snag that opportunity,
Yeah.
you know, as a human, because we just can't. Sometimes we get lucky and we get a great spread, but more than likely, you know, it's speed. It's speed. It really is speed.
Hmm. Yeah.
I've captured some really cool opportunities at, you know, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning for me, right?
Hmm.
But here in the US, but if I'd rather be sleep, right? I'd rather be sleep, you know, as opposed to
Yeah.
doing that. You know what I mean? I get excited and passionate about this stuff, and so I'm like, man, I need to be doing something else. I really do. So, but hey, I'm telling you, there are people out there, they watch the charts 24 hours a day, you know, so
Uh-huh.
that's all they do, you know. So
Yeah.
more power to them for sure. We're just kind of making it easy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there are a lot of people
Oh, a lot,
appreciating that. Yeah.
a lot,
Get
a
some
lot.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty late for you where you are. It's really late.
Oh, it's not that late here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
okay. Yeah. Well, this is awesome.
Yeah,
Cool to see another great agent built by Neuromind and
yes,
Venture Studios, and
yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
awesome.
And
So
so,
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So go ahead. Like anything else you would like to share as the launch is coming closer?
Yeah,
Next.
listen, if you want to check us out, go to VentureMind on X, VentureMind AI. Send us a DM if you're have a project or you're building, or you need some builders or something to build that you want built out or something like that. We're here to help. You can also go to Neuromind if you, as we start launching, have given people the ability to launch their own agents. If you have some ideas or anything like that, or want to check out the team, you can go to Neuromind AI _. Of course, my own personal X, J _ Anaguam. You can check me out. You know, post a lot of personal stuff on there. And also don't forget to check out Siren AI, the Launchpad partners, and how these guys launch with fair launches for founders and things like that. Um, if you want to look at the agents, www.neuromindAIlabs.ai. It was so hard to get that domain. It was neuro everything. There was no neuro AI, neuroai.com, neuromind. It's like somebody, like right before I got it, just took all the neuro stuff, right? And so it was all gone. And so neuromindlabs.ai. You can check us out there.
Yeah.
We have our Discord, we have our Telegram channel as well. We're also revamping the whole VentureMind website and everything like that. So you guys will get more updates on that pretty soon. We also have a live stream every Friday for a recap on everything that's happened during the week. Checking out the projects that we've launched, the projects that are coming up. How well did they do? How bad did they do? Like we like to talk about it all. And also what's going on in the market and some really cool partners who are doing some really cool things as well that you don't get a chance to see during the week. So every Friday, 4:30 p.m. CST, we have our recap live stream.
Awesome. So, so community, go check out all of these things.
Yes.
And yeah, so Jermaine, so great to have you here.
Yes. Same.
Siren AI, and yeah, all the best for your launch. And
thank you so much. And it was always great to see you and the rest of the Siren AI team. And you guys are doing some really cool stuff. And then, yeah, super excited about everything that's coming up for 2026.
Yeah, right back at you. Yeah, awesome stuff. And yeah, great. Okay, so we'll see you soon again, Jermaine, and let's get this launch going.
Let's get it going. All right, talk soon.
Okay, bye-bye.